Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Peace and may the rahmah and the blessings of Allah be upon you. We're here again with continuing the series on Zikr, the extended version, being that we're going to address all the 99 names of Allah, Asma'ul Husna, and also given the number of invocation, the number of zikr, the proper number to invoke these names of Allah. As I constantly will reiterate that the names of Allah are actually the archetypes of creation, meaning that everything in the universe comes out of the names of Allah, regardless of what it is and what strata or degree it manifests in the universe, as well as these names are seeds within the subconscious realm of mind. So, as with any seed, it must be watered. You have to take care of it in order to cultivate it. And the more you water it, the more that you do the zik, the more you meditate on it, marakaba, contemplate on it and think deeply on it, the secret will be revealed to you. This name of Allah is Al-Malik, the sovereign, the king. Many different English interpretations can be put to it. But as with anything, when you're invoking through consistency and meditation on it, when you reflect on it, and really continuous practice, the reality of that, you can reveal to it. Because it's one thing to just read something or hear something, but it's a totally different thing, the haqqa, or the reality of it. And that only comes through a dimension of experience, to experience the reality. And inshallah ta'ala, in time, you experience the reality. If you strive through your struggle, you'll witness it. Inshallah ta'ala. Al-Malik is mentioned in the Quran 5 times. As most people know who recite Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening chapter, Al-Malik comes in right after Rahman Ar-Rahim. And in the names of Allah, usually Al-Malik is also the third. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا الله الرحمن الرحيم مالك. Huwa, of which there is no reality. He is the Rahman, the Rahim, the Malik, the most gracious, the most merciful, the sovereign. As we address Ar-Rahman, which mostly people apply it to mercy, Rahman is the infinite potential. You see, everything in the universe that you see and the ability to see it, and even that which is unseen, such as the subatomic particles, such as the ghaib, that which you cannot see, things such as air and different wavelengths that the eye don't register. All of these things, their manifestation are all within the realm of Rahman. Ar-Rahim, you see the womb of that. You see that coming through the womb of reality. That's the grace. That's the grace. And Al-Maliku is the sovereign. And chapter in Surah 59 and 23, it states, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هو الله الذي لا إله إلا الله الملك القدوس سلام مؤمن مهيمن العزيز جبار متكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون صدق الله العظيم. Huwa is Allah, other than whom there is no reality, the sovereign, Al-Maliku, the pure, al-Qudusu, the perfection, as-Salamu, al-Mu'minu, the bestower of faith, al-Muhaiminu, the overseer, al-Azizu, the exalted in might, al-Jabaru, the compeller, al-Mutakabbir, the superior. Subhanallahi amma yusrikun. Exalted is Allah above whatever they associate with Him. So even though there are 99 attributes of Allah and a manifestation, even these attributes themselves are characteristics within the self of Allah. And they themselves, those attributes are not themselves of Allah. And the verse begins with Huwallahu. Huwa is Allah. Huwa is the essence, the Zat. This is the actual essence. See, Allah is the apparent. Even in Hebrew, Elo, Allah is known. Even in Christian Bibles, the word Allah is always the word for deity. You see, Allah is known. Allah is the apparent. Who was actually the essence? You see, so and it states throughout this, the end of this, the 59th chapter, you see Huwa is Allah. Huwa Allahu alladhi la ilaha. Huwa is Allah, which there is no reality. Huwa al-Maliku. Huwa is Maliku, the sovereign. Al-Maliku is the sovereign. And the proper number of the zikr for calling on Al-Malik is 121. So 121 times. Better yet to do it 1021. Much better. So when you, like with any zikr, when you're doing the names of Allah, you use the attention getting particle ya first. So as with Ar-Rahman, you're doing Ya Rahmanu, Ya Rahmanu. Calling on Ar-Rahim, Ya Rahim. Calling on Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. So it's the same with Al-Maliku. Doing the zikr, to do it 121 times, you would, as I always advise myself and others, make your intention first. Make ablution, wudu. And then Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and you begin. Ya Maliku, Ya Maliku, Ya Maliku, Ya Malik, Ya Maliku, Ya Maliku, Ya Maliku, Ya Malik. And you continue until the last number, 121 or 1021. And when you finish, you say Ameen, and you make your dua. This is something always very important, to be consistent whenever you invoking any name of Allah. You want to be consistent on invoking that name at least 40 days consecutively. And through this period, you would stimulate enough time and also attention to really invoke this name. You see, you want to give it the proper attention, the proper focus, and be consistent. Consistency is the key, especially when people deal with different things. And sometimes it could be overthinking, and overthinking may get the best of you. And in this way, it can even affect your behavior, affect your interaction with other people. Al-Maliku is a great name to work with that, tarbiyah, or education of the nafs, or education of the subconscious mind. Because when focusing on Al-Malik, the absolute sovereign, then the attraction to the overthinking will fall away. And it may not just be overthinking, it could be other things, um, many different things. It can be different compulsions, regardless of what it is. And sometimes our thought forms and focusing on these thought forms leads us into the behavior. And that's when it becomes wrong. That's when it becomes disorderly. You see, um, there are things that arrive in your head, but as long as you don't speak on it and act on it, that's the key. And a lot of times we don't transgress that. You see, a lot of times, first thing pops in our head, negative, we speak on it or we act on it. And a lot of people who have developed habits has become because of constant speaking in that manner, constant acting in that manner, and now that it's just a part of their way of life. So a lot of bad characteristics begin to really um, become a part of us because we brought them things into existence without being having something sufficient to change our mind. And this is why when something pops in the mind, you know, that's not right. You say use the Hezbollah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. I seek refuge in Allah from shaitan, the outcast. So it's certain things like this that putting a positive where a negative comes into play. You see, and when you focus on that positive, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuhu, when you focus on that positive, that focus attracts everything that comes with it. You see? So where your attention goes, energy flows. So this is why focusing on the names of Allah or a particular name of Allah and you cultivate that maqam, that eventually you'll come to that station to where it become a part of your predominant attitude. And instead of you being subject to your thoughts, subject perhaps even to an addiction, subject to a behavior, invoking Malik, the sovereign, will cause you to raise above that state or that how and become actually in control. And this is where it's very, very important with the names of Allah because they're the archetype of everything in creation. From Al Malik, all authority, sovereignty, things of that nature, rulership in the universe, whatever has that rulership in any dimension and degree of life, in any kingdom, animal kingdom, plant kingdom, mineral kingdom, on all of these different things arise from the reality of the name Al Malik. So when you calling on Malik, who al Maliku, he is Malik. You actually focus on the prime source of creation. And then you actually get in tune with this state. This is which is very important. And as I said, as always, the experiential reality, that's actually knowledge. It's not just to read something and to be educated on something, but it's actually to bring that which is in out. And this comes with practice. This comes with zikr, you see, and reflection. Lastly, there's a hadith that states that the most awful name in Allah's sight on the day of resurrection will be that of a man calling himself Malik al-Amlik, or the King of Kings. And there is no king, sovereign party, nothing in this universe that equates to the source of all that which brought creation to it into existence, into the theme realm. You see? And very, very important. Focus on Al Malik. And this way, more it'll bring a person more self-control and more dominion over their actual systems. You see, a very good book to look into is Divine Governments of the Human Kingdom by Ibn Arabi, Sheikh Akbar. And it shows much about how the human being system is just as a government. And he addressed a lot of different things that I won't give up, but that is very, very good reading material. So inshallah ta'ala, you do this zik, ya Malik, 121 times, or even better, 1021. If you have any questions, you want to join the pathway of Tijani as regards to the secret of Allah, you just send an email to secretofallah@gmail.com. And alhamdulillah, subscribe, pay the positively forward, share the video. It may help someone. Inshallah ta'ala. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق وهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم سيدنا محمد رسول الله عليه السلام الله إن ملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين آمين. Peace.